I'm Catherine McCord from Weelicious. We always have a ton of cooked brown rice in the refrigerator, so I wanted to come up with a recipe that's great for vegetarians, but also only uses 4 simple ingredients. These brown rice cakes are totally the jam and a great side dish for any meal. So I'm gonna take 2 large eggs. I'm like the laziest cook ever, so anything I can make in one bowl makes me really happy. So I just take the eggs, gonna crack them right in like this. They'll eventually get totally incorporated. Just take your fork and start whisking your eggs right in there with the rice. And you'll see the rice will even start to separate a little bit. While you're doing that, you can just add a little bit of salt, because especially if you didn't cook your rice with salt, you can add a little bit more. Just get it all mixed up in here. This is like the most kid-friendly recipe, because especially for little kids, they can hold them, so they don't have to have a fork. I feel like my kids never want to hold a fork. And then the cheese. I like to use mozzarella cheese because it's really gooey, but you could also use cheddar, you could add a little Parmesan, Asiago, Jack cheese, anything you've got on hand. About 1/2 cup there, and maybe a little bit more. You can never have enough cheese, right? And then just mix it all up. And that egg and cheese is gonna act like a binder for these rice cakes. That's it. You could totally add some herbs or spices if you wanted, but for my kids, they just like it plain and simple. So then I'm gonna take some olive oil. You can use any kind of oil that you like. Coat the bottom of a pan. You want it to get to about medium heat, so I've had this preheated for a few minutes. This is my secret weapon for this recipe, an ice cream scooper. I just take it, put it right into the pan, and that way the patties form the exact same shape each and every time, so they cook evenly. Isn't cooking fun with simple recipes like this? And you can use your spatula to press them down a little bit so they form equal sized patties. After 3 or 4 minutes, you can start flipping the patties. When they're golden on both sides and you see that cheese getting all ooey gooey, you know that they're ready. You just remove them to a plate, and that is it. So easy, but also super delicious.